know this is an opportunity that you said if you had again, you feel almost too good to pass up. So how good did it feel to know that you were selected once again to start the All-Star game?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a huge honor, obviously. Like you said, it's not something that I'm ever going to pass up. You can't ever take it for granted. So just honored to have the opportunity to do it again.
When and how did you find out? I know the video's circulating right now on social media, but just take us through the moment that you found out.
Yeah, I mean, me and Donnie were sitting in there for a while waiting for Doc to call. So I, had a pretty good clue what the deal was. Then I guess they didn't want to do it on the Dan Patrick Show this year. So yeah, we were just kind of sitting in there and BSing, and then got the call, and so at that point I wasn't really surprised, but definitely a cool experience.
A little more low-key this year for sure, but still just as special, if not even more, because now you're the first pitcher to ever go back-to-back starts in your first 2 seasons.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Do you feel like experiencing it last year, maybe this year you kind of could soak it in a little bit more? I mean, you didn't really know what to expect, I guess, last year. Do you feel like now that you know what to expect, you can kind of soak it in a little bit more?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Definitely, but that's not. I think I'll soak it in regardless.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot to do out there. A lot to learn, a lot to obviously do with Major League Baseball and the Home Run Derby and everything, the red carpet show, all that. I'm glad starting obviously is an honor just to get the start, but also just being able to get it out of the way early and then kind of just enjoy the game. I really enjoyed that last year, and I'll enjoy it this year too.
What parts of the event are you most looking forward to besides just pitching in it?
Looking forward to watching Cruzy win the Home Run Derby. That's something that I didn't get to do last year, and he's going to hit some balls. I mean, it's going to be amazing what he's going to do out there. So can't wait to watch that, and just meeting the guys or getting with them again if I've met them before. But hopefully learning a lot.
Who are the guys you're most looking forward to seeing again?
I wish they had us all in one locker room, because then I would be with Scooble and Crochet and all those guys. But Wheeler didn't go last year. Hopefully he's there this year, but I don't blame him if he doesn't want to. He would be a really cool one. Just talk to Joe Ryan in the outfield a little bit. That'll be a cool one to get around a little bit more. Just go down the list, and you're gonna. It's the faces of baseball out there. You're gonna learn a lot.
Anybody you're looking forward to maybe facing on that AL side that maybe you haven't faced before?
I don't know who would be in the top 3 or 4 hitters for him. I don't know what the starting lineup would be yet. I'm assuming I've faced them all at this point. So, but it's always a good opportunity to see them. Again, it's the best versus the best. So it'll be cool to face them again.
How do you prepare for a start when it's 1 inning and it's up against the best hitters in the game? Very different than a regular preparation, I assume.
Just get your body ready and go out there, and hopefully you get all your pitches in, because you're showing off, and try to work a slider in maybe, and probably throw a heater at some point. But yeah, just got to get the body ready to go out there and compete.
When you were standing in the tunnel last time waiting to come out, can you take us through what the adrenaline was like, what your mindset was like for really not knowing what to expect, and how that's maybe helped you prepare for this year?
Yeah, honestly, I was a little bit surprised at how little adrenaline I had last year. I think the fact that it's like everybody's there kind of helps, because it's not like one focal point, it's just everybody. Everybody's a dude, so I think that helped a lot. I remember talking with some other guys after the game too, after they pitched, and they kind of said the same thing. So probably about what I'll expect this year, and just go out there and give it my all for me.
Luke had the exact stat, but you're something like one of 5 guys to start the All-Star game, just in general, position players too, in your first 2 years as a big leaguer. And those names include Joe DiMaggio and Ichiro Suzuki. What's it mean to have your name up there with all-time greats like them?
Yeah, it's cool. Wish I could play the field like they did, but I have to settle for pitching. But pretty, not a bad list to be on for sure.
Well, in addition to just the pitching up against the best, how much value do you see in you mentioned the conversations? I think last year you mentioned talking to Chris Sale and being able to pick his brain. I mean, how much value do you get in just the conversations you're able to have with guys that you usually don't get to maybe have more in-depth conversations with?
Yeah, I think that's the most valuable thing about going to the All-Star game. For at least for me, I literally think that's the most valuable part about being there. Because it's not like me talking to Clayton Kershaw is I'm going to figure out how to pitch.
Mm-hmm.
But I might learn something from him. I might be able to just take something from him. He's done it for a long time, and he's not the only one. That's just an example, but just being able to talk with some of these guys, you never know what you're going to learn. So just getting in a room with them is a start, and then having conversations with them, you can't get worse around those people.
Right.